Hi everyone, Nigel Saunders here. Today I'm going to be working on my wisteria. The leaves are just starting to come off now. If you touch them, they all fall off. I've had this tree for 4 years now. It came to me as a little seedling from David of the Toronto Bonsai Society, and it's grown really well ever since. Here is a look at the tree. So the trunk is getting quite thick on it. If you look at my finger there, yeah, it's really thickened up over the last 4 years. It makes me wonder, what it'll look like in the next 4 years. It'll probably be double that size, the trunk on it. I've been growing it in kind of a broom style to eventually, someday, have the branches come up and then the flowers will weep off of the branches. It's never flowered yet, but someday I'm sure it will. It's just a matter of kind of stopping the pruning kind of midsummer, letting the flower buds develop, and then in spring it should bloom. I think it's old enough now that it would bloom, but maybe a few more years. But for now, I'm just concentrating on growing the shape of the tree, and the flowers will be like a bonus someday, far into the future, I'm sure. So I'm going to defoliate the tree today, taking off all these leaves which are just kind of falling off, and just kind of pick them off. And then I'll be looking at the structure of it and doing any pruning that I need to do. So I'll continue with the defoliation. I've repotted this tree every year for the last 3 years, doing quite severe root pruning on it, sometimes very severe, almost taking the entire root system off. And it's always recovered really, really well. And each year I get a better and better root system on it, so I can keep all the nice radial roots and just kind of tidy it up every time I repot it. And I will be repotting it again this spring, continuing that process of improving the root base with each repotting, and it'll get there. It's getting there already. The last time I repotted it, I had a pretty nice radial root base on the tree. And I grow this tree in the greenhouse here over the summer. It seems to really like the heat. The hottest days of summer, it never skips a beat. It just keeps on growing. Whereas I think if it was growing outside on the bench, I think the growth would slow down a bit. It just wouldn't be quite as strong. These wisterias seem to really like the heat. So I've got a wick on the surface of the soil here, so I'll remove that for the winter. I don't need that on there. So underneath the pot, I have a tray of water that I leave it in over the entire summer and the winter. And here's my wick. This was sent to me by Barb. And that just brings moisture up from that tray of water underneath and kind of distributes it across the surface of the soil, and it works quite well. I'm going to try it out for the first time for the whole summer next year, and I might try it out on some of my other trees, having a wick across the top of the soil and a tray of water underneath. It seems to keep them really nicely hydrated, especially on those really hot summer days. If it dries out too much, the wisteria, the leaves start to droop a bit, so you can tell it needs water. But yeah, as long as you keep this tray of water under it, it seems to do quite well. And it'll use this whole tray of water in the summer in one day. It'll just suck it all up. Yeah, they're very thirsty plants. So there it is, defoliated. Let's have a look at the structure now. Here's a look at the tree now. You can hear the rain outside. We're getting freezing rain today. It's right on about freezing, and it's raining, and everything's icing up outside. So I'll rotate the tree around, so I'm not sure where the front is, but we'll pick a front for it today. yeah, so here I go. Here's the right hand side, back, left hand side, and maybe back to the front. So there's been a few developments on this tree. This summer, I guess, I got these new lower branches form, which I wasn't sure if I should keep them or not. I did keep them. I think I may keep them. I'm not sure. Yeah, it all depends, if I want a bare trunk or do I want branches coming off down low. Yeah, it's just a matter of what style I want for the tree. Do I want, a bare trunk and all the canopy up top, or do I want more of a, a traditional deciduous tree type structure to it? That's something I'll have to decide upon. It always had, when I first got it, it was just a single little whippy seedling, and I cut it off and it developed 3 branches. I think I cut it off maybe here. And it developed 3 branches, and all those 3 major trunks are kind of in a row. If you look at it from this view, you can see they're all kind of in line. So if I can get branches forming out this side and out this side, it'll fill the tree out, make it more of a 360 degree nice looking tree. So that's something I'll work on in the future, and these lower branches may help that. I've got a lower branch coming out this direction. I'm not sure if this lower branch is going to survive. I pruned it off short and it didn't grow over the last half of the summer, so that one may die off. So that's the structure of the tree, and you can see all the buds on it. And I'm not sure if there's flower buds or not. Yeah, I'm not very good at identifying the flower buds on a wisteria at this point in time anyway. So I can do some pruning on it. You can see after I pruned it the last time, you can see I pruned this branch here, and it grew another single leader coming off that branch. It didn't divide into 2. And wisteria is like that. They don't, just because you cut a branch off doesn't mean it'll go from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, and so on. Sometimes, I cut this branch off here, grew a new single leader, I cut it off again, a new single leader. So this branch hasn't ramified or hasn't divided. It just, gets some movement and taper to it, which is alright. But they do eventually ramify. You can see I cut this branch here and I got a division of 2. Cut it here, I got a division of 2. This one has a small branch on the inside. So they do slowly develop more branching. But, they are a vine, and they just want to grow as a single vine. So it's not in the nature of these wisteria to grow, dense canopies of branches. But it does come with patience and age. I think too, you can see on this branch I've got a bud on the inside. There's one on the outside on the lower part of the branch. And then here's my new growing tip. So I think, if I were to hard prune this branch, I would be more likely to get subdivision, a branch coming out each side, rather than, pruning the growing tips, which would probably just grow another single growing tip off that branch rather than subdividing. So maybe, letting it grow more and then doing more of a hard prune on it will give me more branching. So that's something I can try over the next summer and see how successful I am getting subdividing on the branches. I noticed on this lowest branch, the one that didn't really develop, there is a bud on it. Maybe 2. So I think it'll grow in the spring. So I'm going to begin the pruning, and I'll start by pruning back all my stubs from where I pruned it last time, just tidying it up. And use my little scissors. Can get in there a little better. Yeah, just taking the stubs back, kind of cleaning it up. And there. I think that's got it cleaned up pretty good. There is kind of a stub here where I hard pruned this branch that I could maybe clean up a bit. Also a bit of a spider's nest in there. Wisterias don't heal over the wounds very quickly. It takes a long time for them to grow out and heal the wounds. But eventually they do. You can see I pruned a branch off here and it's healing around it. It'll take a few more years to kind of close that up. But you have to watch in wisteria. If you do big cuts, you know, it can die back and kind of rot out the center of your trunk. So you end up with a hollow trunk wisteria, which is quite common, especially in bonsai. So maybe I'll leave this stub here. Just let it kind of prune or let it heal naturally. I don't think there's any rush to clean that up. So I think the next step is to just prune these tips back, kind of shape the tree a bit. You can see some of these branches are growing a little tall. There's a stub I messed up here. Yeah, so I'm always looking for buds that are facing the direction I want the branch to grow. So on this branch you can see there's some buds down here. There's a bud on the outside here, which is really good. Or, you know, I've got a bud on the outside way up here. But I think this branch needs to be shortened. So I'm going to prune it back to that outside bud. And I'll leave, you know, a bit of a stub for dieback. So here I go. Pruning that off. And then this branch, I've got a bud on the outside here, one up here, one here. I'll at least take the tip off. This one's getting a little tall. I've got some good buds down here and here. I think I'll just take the tip off. This one, an outside bud there. Take the tip off. The upper ones, I'll just take the tip off it. And here too. I'll leave these ones alone. They're pretty good. Now, I have to decide about these lower branches. And I should try and pick a front for the tree. I think I picked one in the past, but somewhere probably about here, where I've got this thicker trunk coming forward. So these aren't in a line facing the viewer. So let me get a piece of wire and I'll just mark the front of the tree. Okay, I've got a loop of wire here. Now I think somewhere here is a pretty good front. Maybe about there, so you can see both of these back branches and the trunk in the middle. So I think I'll mark it there. So right there. I think that's a fairly good front for it, at least for now anyway. It could change in the future. Yeah, so I think as far as lower branches, I don't mind them. And they sure thicken the trunk up. You can see, you know, the trunk's quite thick. It's that lower branch and then it gets a bit skinnier up above. It'll definitely thicken the trunk up in the lower part. And I think it'll create a more interesting trunk too with some branches down low. So I think I'll keep them. I'm not sure about this one. It's kind of coming out the front. But, you know, the front could change. So I think I'll leave it on for now. It's got the one bud on it. We'll see what happens. If it dies off, I'll just prune it away. If it grows, then I'll make that decision in the future, I think. Yeah, so I'm quite excited to repot it once again. It's getting a really good radial root base on it. I've done a lot of big cuts on the root system. You can see it's kind of risen out of the pot. It used to be flush, the soil. It's kind of risen up quite a bit. I'm sure the roots have filled this pot quite. It's probably packed in there, the roots. So I don't know if I can do much more to the wisteria today. I think it's just leave it at that. I'll seal my cuts up with rubber cement that I made today. And yeah, and then the next step will be repotting it in spring. Okay, here I go. Sealing these cuts up. Oh, that's a lot of glue. So this rubber cement, it's, you know, if there's any disease or anything, it'll kill it because it's quite volatile, the solvents in it. But it dries really quickly. Like within 5 minutes it's dry. So I think it's a good sealer. I'll spin the tree around. We'll take a last look at the structure of it. So here is the current front, and it could change in the future. Coming around to the right hand side. The back. The left hand side. And back to the front. In the description below the video, you'll find a playlist for this tree that you can click on, and you can see all the operations I've done to this tree, developing it from a little tiny seedling into what it is today over the last 4 years. The changes have been quite dramatic, and the operations I did to the tree is quite dramatic too. Some very severe root pruning, sorting the roots out, and yeah, developing something that I think will be quite nice. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this tree looks like in the next 4 years. If it's gone from that little seedling to this, I can imagine in 4 years it'll be quite massive, I think. I think it'll be a big change. So that is all for today. I'm Nigel Saunders. Thanks for joining me in the Bonsai Zone.